and entertainment, hit the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. If you're not a member, also hit them notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Um, Salute to all my subs that's been rocking with me. You know how we get down. LDBC, Lions Den basketball, and as well as boxing community. Salute to the whole community. And let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Now, I want to give a shout out to the brothers uh, Scrub Zero and Jose Rodriguez, Jag Sports Seahawks, for having me on last night. Also, want to give a special shout out to the brother Outlaw um, as well, and HDI TV, Casino for Life, True the King, Cypress TV, um, Ticket TV, um, Too Raw for TV, Will Sports Topics, and everybody else that pretty much touches, and Nola Boy Sports and News. Salute to everybody, and go sub to all of their channels. Okay, they all talk football. Now, last night was just, and I do have some, of course, some breaking news, as you know, about Joel Embiid, if you haven't heard already. But I'm gonna talk about that as well. What's up with it, Ted? See you in the building. Just a total domination. I know Ted is really missing Aaron Rodgers right now. I can't even lie. I've been very critical of Aaron Rodgers. Now I know some people are going to say, "Oh, well, he played the Patriots." Da 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 da. The Patriots defense really, they were solid coming into tonight's game. I felt that they were, but. Obviously, they have a lot of work to do. Let's start with Brissett. He was awful. Only 98 yards. Couldn't get anything off. They were doing it pretty much on offense and defense. I'm going to be for real. If the Jets do play like that, and everybody's saying that Aaron Rodgers has a chance of actually doing the unthinkable and beating Mahomes, if he's playing like that, and the Jets defense is playing like that, they can win. They can beat Kansas City. I'm saying if Kansas City is in there, but you got to worry about the Bills now. You got to worry about the Bills and everyone else. But my prediction was wrong about New England. They were horrible, but the Jets pretty much dominated them in total yardage. They had like 400 yards. I think the Patriots might have had like probably 127, not if that. I don't even know. I don't even think they had like 200 yards. I just saw 400. They dominated them on the ground, and they dominated them in the air too as well. Aaron Rodgers, man. I give credit to what's credit due. I also give everybody the smoke. Aaron Rodgers was sensational. 298 yards, 2 touchdowns. 27 35 completion in terms of completion percentage, man. Just total destroyed them. Now, I know that this is it might be just the Patriots and everything, but this actually can give the Jets confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because they, last week they looked like shit. Let's just call it what it is. Well, I mean, listen, as you get older, you're going to have good games and you're going to have not so good games. It's going to be a roller coaster ride sometimes. Hey, to Aaron Rodgers' point, Ted, Brady had games like, where you'd be like, man, what the hell is going on with Brady? Is Brady washed, all this other stuff? It made you question him sometimes. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but yeah, but it wasn't that often. With Aaron Rodgers, man, his only thing has been health, and when it comes to the postseason, we have to remember, man, he came off an Achilles injury. Okay, even though I was critical of him, I did take that into consideration. He did come off an Achilles injury, and then even before that, he had a thumb injury. He was actually playing with a broke thumb. Okay, so and he played with four fingers, but I don't make any excuses about that. You stepped out there. The Mamba has stepped out there with broken fingers. Jordan has stepped out there with broken fingers. Isaiah Thomas has played with broken ankle. Pat Mahomes has played with 90-degree ankle sprain. So it's just no excuses, man. You want the Jets to do good? Well, I mean, look, I want Aaron Rodgers to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to say this, right? A lot of people might disagree with me. In terms of talent-wise, in terms of the thrower of a football, Aaron Rodgers is supremely gifted. It's just that, yeah, you could be MVP and all that other stuff, but you're running into the whole Peyton Manning theory. Whereas you're supremely gifted in the regular season, you're supremely gifted, throughout the entire course of the regular season. But then when it comes to the playoffs, something always happens. Something always comes up in big key moments. He's failed. I think he's like 1-4. He was like 1-4 against, I forgot who it was, but you got to come up in big moments, man. If Rodgers get another ring, I would be happy for him. Yeah, absolutely. If Rodgers beats KC and Mahomes, would be impressive in the playoffs for his legacy. Yeah, it'd be impressive. I mean, but people are still gonna. Well, I don't know. I can't say that. The game of football is a little different. I kind of feel where you coming at, Ted. I know where you're going, man. I'm at where you at. Honestly, I felt the same way about Dan Marino because Dan Marino was my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And if Dan Marino would have got a ring, I would have easily had him above everybody, in terms of being the GOAT. Just one ring. I'm just being honest, man. Just one ring. He was that good. He didn't need to be mobile or none of that other stuff, man. Just the fact, the way that he throws the ball, you know what I'm saying? And he's spot on. He threw it to where you could catch it. Very made mistakes, man. Made very little mistakes. I'm talking about Dan Marino. And that's what separated him from a lot of the other quarterbacks. It's just that, Miami just couldn't get over the hump. Yep. I mean, he blew it, and the thing about it is Aaron Rodgers has came up short. I mean, don't forget, man. Don't forget, man. When they lost to Green Bay. I mean, when they lost to San Fran. Against somebody that was clearly not on his level, in Jimmy Garoppolo. But that's neither here nor there. But I mean, but the Jets still got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's a good win, but last night they had the running game. Well, I mean, they dominated on the run, man. Like they were moving the chain. They didn't really, like honestly, they they were dominating so much on both ends of the ball. All Rodgers really didn't even need to play in the air. Really, he really didn't need to throw the ball. Really, if we're keeping it 100, he really didn't need to throw the ball. But if he's playing like that, they can contend in the AFC. The thing about the reason why I'm kind of worried about Kansas City though is the running back situation is going to be interesting. They got some people out. Of course they got Pacheco, Isaiah Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? That's a big loss, but they did get Kareem Hunt, and that's what we were talking about last night on Scrub Zero's channel. He was saying if he gets the burn like he should, and I think that he should because they haven't really been utilizing. They like last game. Travis Kelce only had like 8 yards. For like 4 receptions. He hadn't really been utilizing. In terms of the receiving. He with Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid really haven't been doing that, and we all know that the Kansas City Chiefs, they always start off slow. That's their MO. I like Bryce Hall for the Jets. He reminds me of Clinton Portis. Oh yeah, man. And I used to like Clinton Portis. Shout out to Clinton Portis, man. I like Clinton Portis, man. Even though he went through what he went through with the whole healthcare scheme and all that other stuff, man, still a good brother, man. Clinton Portis came to my church one time, man. Real good brother. But yeah, man. The thing about it, man, is let's talk about the Patriots. Gerard Mayo, I know he's disgusted from what he saw. I was raving about the Patriots. Remember, Ted, I was raving about the Patriots. I was like, hey, this is the new Wakanda. Man, this is the new Wakanda. The Patriots are the new Wakanda. They didn't play like that last night. Aaron Rodgers was like, man, I'm finna dismantle your whole entire defense. Like, honestly, Aaron Rodgers played a damn near perfect game. The only thing that made it imperfect was his completions and a few guys that weren't in position, so to speak. Other than that, he played a perfect game. I know I was, man. I was. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was, bro. Cause, man, I want him to succeed, man. You don't understand, man. I wanted that dude to succeed. I actually used to enjoy watching him play back in the heyday, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know this, man. I enjoy Patriots defense better than I did, watching Brady and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to like, R.I.P. Junior Seau and, man, like, when they, Mayo, man, Rodney Harrison, all them. I used to love the Patriots defense. I can't even front, man. Especially Harrison, man. I used to like Harrison. You said we getting old. I remember when Mayo was balling in yeah, man. But you know, man, I mean, Aaron Rodgers was looking like I ain't gonna lie, man, Aaron Rodgers was looking young, but like I said, man, that's, that movie with, wait, man, who's that? I always forget that girl's name, man. I had a little crush on her too. I always forget her name, but that movie, This Is 40. I remember that movie. I used to have the biggest crush on that girl too, man. That white girl that was in that movie, man. But like, man, that's how it be though. Like, This Is 40. Like, 1 minute, man, you be good, man. You be feeling like you 20. But then, like, the very next week or like 2 weeks straight, man, you be feeling like, God damn, man, I'm a senior citizen for real. Yeah, Seymour went hard. Yeah, they had a, man. And everybody was trying to hop on so that they could get a ring. Randy Moss was trying to get on and get a ring. Corey Dillon. Everybody was trying to get on over there, man. Everybody wanted to play with Brady, man. And Randy Moss almost had it, man. I wanted Randy Moss to get one so bad, man. Yeah, that's that Ohio bias, Ted. Yeah, he was, man. I hated that he was, for so many years, he was stuck over there in the Bengals. The Bengals always had nice uniforms, but they just could never win, man. They could never win. I mean, I'd be like, man, I like their uniforms, but damn, they... And they was entertaining, of course. They was entertaining when you had Chad Ochocinco. But yeah, Corey Dillon. I used to like Corey Dillon, man. That's who. Honestly, man, that's who. R.I.P. to Marion Barber. Marion Barber kind of reminded me of a low budget version of Corey Dillon. They style, except Corey Dillon, he could actually make you miss too, but Corey Dillon was physical too, though. He was a physical back too. Man, these people driving crazy. It's Friday. Oh, yeah. Man, Randy Moss was the guy, man. Randy Moss made it look so effortless, man. He did it with no effort, bro. Like, that's just like, you talk about like just a natural born speed. Let's just take the receiving portion of it. I don't think people realize how fast and how quick and how good of a stride Randy Moss had, man. Like, Randy Moss used to float on air, like, so to speak, when he ran. Like when you think of those type of guys, like, what I'm saying? Like, if you're 6'4", I've seen Randy Moss from afar. I didn't get it. I didn't meet him, but I seen him from afar. Randy Moss, okay, he's listed at like 6'4", but you could actually give him like 6'5", kind of, man, just from looking at him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like guys like him and Vince Young, if they might not look like they can run that fast, but man, when they run though, it looks so smooth. But I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, man. It's kind of like Michael Johnson. Like Michael Johnson, he didn't. The way that he was running, it looked so smooth. It looked like, he wasn't running like really, really hard. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like T.O., he looked like he running really, really hard. Randy Moss, he's like laid back when he runs. Yeah, Cam Newton, the same thing. Yeah, I forget about Cam Newton. Like you could give Cam Newton like 6'6", because Cam Newton like 6'5" or whatever. Cam Newton can be mistaken actually the way his body, his physique is. He has a basketball physique too. You know what I'm saying? $6'5", 250. I don't know about Barry Sanders. I wouldn't say smooth, man. I wouldn't say smooth. Nah, don't get me wrong. Barry Sanders, he was, but he ran kind of hard. When I think of smooth, man, let me try to when I think of smooth, I think of like Megatron. You understand what I'm saying? Like I think of Megatron. You think of like Adrian Peterson. He ran hard, but sometimes he would be kind of smooth with it. And I'm thinking about people that are fast. You know what I'm saying? Barry Sanders was extremely quick and could make him like LaDainian Tomlinson. He ran kind of smooth. You know what I'm saying? He would find the gaps with no effort. You know what I'm saying? LT. You understand what I mean? Like Adrian, what's it called? Adrian James, he was like a hard, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he could still make your ass miss or whatever. Corey Dillon, he was very physical, you know what I'm saying? A guy like Marion Barber, but like Walter Payton, you know what I'm saying? He could do both, you know what I'm saying? A little mixture of both. Cadillac Williams, you know what I'm saying? Warwick Dunn, they run kind of smooth. Jamal Anderson used to run kind of smooth. You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders, smooth, straight smooth with no effort. Smooth, man, smooth. Not SMOOTH. I'm talking about SMOOVE. Smooth. Well, it depends on what. Well, it depends on because Emmitt Smith, believe it or not, he lasted a long time, man. He actually lasted. He went over what I would say the time clock of what a running back is supposed to play. Running back. I think the running back average is like maybe about. It's not that much. I think running backs only average about like 5-6 years, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, if y'all Google it or something, it's like 5-6 years. It's not that much. Receivers is a little bit higher. Um, if you're a lineman, if you play the pass rush or linebacker or something like that, I think it's like a little bit more. I think it's like 7 or something like that. Uh, if you play like the secondary, if you're playing like safety and cornerback stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit higher too. It's like, yeah, Aaron Foster, man. Shout out to Aaron Foster too. H-Time, H-Time, holding it down. Like Andre Johnson, his brother. Nah, they not. Joe, hey, I remember, man. Everybody thought Joe Johnson and Andre Johnson were related, man. All right, man. Let me go ahead and talk about Joel Embiid. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. As you know, and it's kind of semi-breaking news. Joel Embiid, he signs a 3-year extension for 192 million. Uh, I mean, he's pretty much gonna he's gonna spend the rest of his prime years with Philly. Now, here's my problem with that. Yeah, you got your money, but the thing that I'm worried about is you're gonna disrupt everything for Tyrese Maxey. You're pretty much you're slowing up his progression already, man. Like, look, within these next couple of years, okay, within these next couple of years, Joel Embiid is going to have to take a back seat to Tyrese Maxey, and of course, if they get another guy, because Paul George's career is coming to a close. Paul George is he's almost done, man. You said PG still got it. Still got what? He still got hoes? Yeah, he do. If you're talking about his skills, he doesn't. I mean, well, he does in the regular season, but listen, Paul George he's phenomenal in the regular season. Come crunch time, come playoffs, can't depend on him, man. You never had to worry about that with Kobe. You never had to worry about that with MJ. You never had to worry about that with Isaiah. You never had to worry about that. You never had to worry about that with Kareem. You never had to worry about that with Magic. You never had to, you're not in that class. You never had to worry about that with Duncan. You never had to worry about that with Parker. You never had to, hell, anybody on the Spurs. I mean, yeah, Ginobili would make some dumbass plays, but you knew Ginobili would at the right time he would come. Hell, you didn't have to worry about. Believe it or not, Shaq in his prime, when it came to the finals, yeah, he would be slacking and coasting during the regular season and through some but come to playoffs when it was Kobe and Shaq, it was Lake Show all day. You never had to worry about them. With Paul George, you gotta worry. You gotta be like, oh shoot, man, dang, man, is he finna mess up again? Is he finna do this again? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta worry about that type of stuff. During the regular season, I mean, he played phenomenal. What? No, but that's what I'm saying. If they made a, to me, this was a boneheaded like decision. Um, Joel Embiid, man, is okay. He's in the way. Okay, and I know some people disagree with me, but everybody's looking at the Olympics. They're acting like, oh well, Joel Embiid did this in the Olympics. Yeah, that's the Olympics. But you're talking about rebuilding. We really don't have that type of time, especially with Maxey signing, getting his deal and getting his money and everything. Maxey is like, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and usher in the Maxey era. And we all know Maxey's style. Y'all want to see Paul George slow it up, dribble, pull up, inefficient, not moving like he once did, not showing up at the right time, or y'all want to see Joel Embiid. Oh, you got to worry about if he gonna get hurt. You got to worry about if he gonna show up. You got to worry about if he gonna play on one leg. You got to worry about if he got one hand. You got to worry about if he got one eye. You got to worry about if he got one knee. You got to worry about if he got this, if he got that. No, are you ready to go, motherfucker? That's what we want to know. And that's why I would rather go ahead and get younger. Okay, we got a few guys, man. We got my guy from France. You know what I'm saying? We got an energy guy. You got rid of Tobias Harris. We were trying to get rid of some of these guys, man. The older guys or whatever. I like the fact that I like what Oubre was doing the whole entire year. I've always been a fan of Oubre. Always. Yeah, Tobias Harris, and I like Tobias Harris, man, but he was too inconsistent. He wasn't like that when he first got to the Sixers, though. He was actually pretty consistent. He was consistent on. You could count on him on the defensive rebounding, and you could count on him, in terms of him getting his buckets. He actually was pretty good with him. Before Simmons was there and everything, man. But he just would start messing up, and then on top of that, his health, man. But I like Tobias Harris, you know what I'm saying? I like his attitude, but it was time for him to go, man. To get what bum? Who, Tobias Harris? Tobias Harris wasn't a bum, man. He just, after his play, man, he started to get up, especially now. I put Tobias Harris in the category of no bum, no. Tobias Harris was doing it in when he was in with the Clippers and when he when he was with Detroit. It doesn't get looked at enough. Tobias Harris could hoop, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gets enough appreciation, but the direction, that type of personnel. If you think about what type of personnel that they had when they were in Toronto, think about it. You had pretty much like two dominant forces that were two-way players in Kawhi Leonard and actually three. Because to me, Kyle Lowry was a two-way player too. He was very good on defense or whatever. So you had Pascal Siakam, you had Kawhi Leonard, and you had Kyle Lowry and on that team with Toronto. Then you had guys that could get you buckets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard could get you buckets. Pascal Siakam could get you buckets. Fred VanVleet, who I don't think gets any credit for that final that he played in. The way that Fred VanVleet, he finishes at the rack and could also hit that three ball. You know what I'm saying? But he needs that type of personnel in order to do things. And then, of course, you throw in, a guy like Gasol. You have a guy, you have a big that can pass. He could do a little. He could shoot a little bit, but he could also play defense, rebound, do the dirty work, so to speak. You cooking with grease. We need that type of personnel. Joel Embiid is just good for scoring, man. That's it. But his health is trash. Okay, you got a guy in Paul George who, at any given moment, can get hurt, or at any given moment cannot show up. You never had to worry about that with Pascal Siakam. You didn't have to worry about that with Fred VanVleet. Now, you did have to worry about that with Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? You were kind of on the edge of your seat because of the load managing deal or whatever. But you never had to worry about it when he was healthy. And you definitely didn't have to worry about it with Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, what you got to understand, man. Kyle Lowry, that last game when he played, man, he put up 26 and 13. I think it was. It was like 26 points, 13 assists. You said Joel is good on defense when he wants to be. He's not consistent. I don't even put him in the category of good defense. You know why? Because he's not consistent on defense. He's not. Like, you got to be consistent like a Hakeem Olajuwon. You got to be consistent like a David Robinson. You got to be consistent, of course, like a Will Chamberlain. That's what I think of when I think of a big. Hell, even though he's not good on defense or whatever, not that great on defense, Jokic at least gives some sort of effort, like Rudy Gobert. He's not consistent. But when he wants to be, he he uh he could be a damn good shot blocker. But he's got a man. I think Joel needs to lose some more weight. He needs to, because he's putting too much pressure on his. Watch, Ted. Okay, just watch. You listen. You're gonna, Lord behold, you're gonna see it. Watch. I'm telling you, you're gonna be in the season. I'm praying that it doesn't happen, but we're gonna be in the season. Steven, we have to be better in Boston and Milwaukee, and I'm tired of the same result. Yeah, exactly. And I agree with you, Steven. Like, listen, it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna go through the regular season. He's gonna be putting up all these buckets and all this other stuff. Then something else is gonna happen. You said put on more pounds. No, he needs to lose weight, Ted. He's got to lose weight. He's putting on more pressure on his extremities, his lower extremities, man. Think about it. He's had meniscus issues. That's the knee, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take pressure off of that. He doesn't need to put any more weight. Matter of fact, if I'm him, I'm just focusing on getting lighter. Yeah, you got Victor Wembanyama and everything, but watch when Victor Wembanyama, in a couple years, he's gonna annihilate Joel Embiid if he's still playing. I give Victor Wembanyama 1 or 2 years. But yeah, man. Hey, I gotta cut it short. I gotta roll out. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Straight to the point. I'll get at y'all later.